And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Why did the punk rocker cross the road? Why? Because he was stapled to the chicken. Alright, that was lame. Anyway, today we're going to look at Why Did the Chicken? It is a party game for 4 to 8 players, 12 and up, plays in about 45 to an hour. And it's a game where you're coming up with riddles, or should I say punchlines to riddles, where you get the items and you get what to compare it to, and then you get to make riddles. Oh, not just one riddle. You get to write down as many as you want, throw them in a hat, and it can be a lot of fun. Let's check it out. In Why Did the Chicken, you're trying to come up with funny riddles to get the judge to pick yours. So in the game, there's one judge for each round, and that judge will take one of these cards at the end, which is called a question card, and they will place it here. And then they will take 2 noun cards. They will place one in front of it, and they will place one after it. And it will say, why does a beggar hate a werewolf? And they will flip the timer up, and during this timer, everybody else that's in the game is writing as many answers as possible, one per sheet, or they could do more if they could fit more on there, and they're throwing them in sort of a hat or a bowl or something like that. And so what happens is at the end, the judge is going to have a ton of them to read from, and people might be writing down, why does a beggar hate a werewolf? Because if the werewolf asks someone for food, they'll actually get it. Or, the werewolf can actually pick trash and not be looked down on, or, something like that. So you're writing all these funny riddles and trying to get the judge to pick yours. When it's over, the judge reads them all and he picks his 2 favorite. For the 2 favorite, each one of those favorite people get to keep one of these noun cards as a score point. Now the same person could score both points, and then so they would keep these 2. If they were split up, each of those people would get 1 noun card, 1 point for each, and then it would change. The judge would be the next person clockwise, and you keep doing this. Once everybody's gone through and everybody's been the judge, the winner is the one with the most points. So let's take a look at some more of these cards here. So let's see. Why does the ice cream man always win the fight with a postal worker? That would be like a really good one. Why is a butterfly better than a jellyfish? What do a UFO and a hawk have in common? What's the old saying about a skunk and a squid? And one more for you. What's the last line of the book about a thief and a bride? And as you can imagine, you could come up with some really creative things here with all these. And the one that has the most points after everyone's been a judge is the winner. Well, there you have Why Did the Chicken? I got this game in college where we would just hang out, and we had a blast with this game. We would just be writing down answers, throwing them in, and we would literally be crying, laughing. Our sides would hurt when playing this game. But we were a fun bunch of creative people. So if you have the creative type of people that like to do this, like, another game I reviewed, Spinergy is good for creative people. If you have a creative group, this game can go over huge. If you don't have creative people, this game's probably not going to go over very well. It probably will dud. The components in the game are pretty poor. The artwork looks like a little kid drew them, so you're not going to be impressed by the components. They're terrible. There could have been more cards for the riddle cards. There's a few of them in there, but even though you're making up different things to those cards, it kind of can get a little monotony after a while. So again, if you've got a creative people and you're in the right frame of mind to have a good lackadaisical, good funny time, and you don't mind looking at crappy artwork, then this game's probably for you. If you're nitpicky about components, or if you're not creative, or if you just don't like to laugh, you're probably not going to like this game. So I loved it when I was in college. I'm guarantee you will cry laughing if you're with the right people with this game. So if you've got the right group, and you don't mind about, not subpar artwork, then this could be a good gem that not a lot of people know about. Other words, if not, then this might not be the right one for you.
much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.